I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
They say it's all about the money. I say it's all about the passion. Whether it comes to getting money or it comes to this rapping, I'ma put it together. Pick up the pieces when they fall down. I'ma put it together. Forever in my own lane, putting it down.
Welcome once again to another episode by me, El Medio del Norte. Today's video, I decided to have a little fun since it's the weekend. It's coming from a channel called Bullpen Banter Baseball, and the title is called, Can You Guess the All-Time Home Run at Every Current MLB Stadium? And while we're watching this video, I figure we can make a game out of it. And at the end, we'll tally up how many we got right and how many got wrong. All right. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into this now.
Guess the all-time home run leader in every active MLB stadium.
I think this is going to be a good one. Let's see how we do with it. I mean, Fenway Park dates such a long way back that this could be such a variety of guys. I mean, there's the big poppies of the world, but this is an outfielder, so...
Okay, so they're starting off with Fenway Park in Boston. It's outfielder, 248 career home runs there. The only two that I can think of are maybe Manny Ramirez or Ted Williams. Yeah, I'm going to go with Ted Williams. What do you guys think?
Going to be an outfielder, and you can range your way back a bit. I would guess it's Ted Williams.
Ted Williams, no need to overthink that one.
Sure. I mean, only one of the greatest hitters of all time. All right, Camden Yards, outfielder with 146 homers.
For the Orioles at Camden Yards. Brady Anderson? No. I'm going to go with a guy that the Seattle Mariners traded away. Adam Jones. What do you guys think?
You have to go back to about the 90s for this. That's where at least you'd start. But thinking about an outfielder who would have that many homers in this ballpark, I mean, who've been the really good Orioles over the last 30 or so years? You know, it's funny, where my mind goes first is honestly somebody like Adam Jones, but I don't think that's going to be right.
It is right.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think Adam Jones had that many career homers, and I figured whatever your career homers are, half of them are probably in your home ballpark. But I guess I'm wrong.
But he did play, a majority, almost all of his career in Baltimore. He was there just about as long as your average all-time Oriole would play in that one ballpark. He's one of the only guys who played, I think, in just Camden. Like guys like Cal Ripken, for example, played in the previous Orioles park too.
All right, so I just looked. Adam Jones had a few more all-time home runs than I remember. I thought he was in more the low 200s for his career total. No, he was closer to 300, 282, and 146. That's pretty close to about half a 282. So, all right, checks out. Then you've got the Rogers Center. Okay, an infielder with a...
Okay, we're on to the Blue Jays. Chat. What position did Joe Carter hit? Because I think the Rogers Center is still the Sky Dome. And everybody remembers that big home run he hit against the Phillies. Was he an infielder or outfielder? Forget it. Who cares? I'm going with Edwin Encarnacion. I'm sure I butchered his name.
75 homers in the Rogers Center. I mean, a lot of the Blue Jays we grew up with that hit a lot of homers were outfielders. You could think about Joey Bats. You could think about, Vernon Wells hit homers. Who would this be? Infielder, 175 homers. I mean, it's not already going to be somebody like Vladdy, so you'd have to go to somebody else. Where are we missing this here?
This guy's definitely up there on the all-time home run leaders. Maybe not like upper echelon, but he's got a lot.
Interesting. Okay, so he has a lot. Played with the Blue Jays. Clearly long enough to hit 175 homers in the Rogers Center. Oh, is it Carlos Delgado?
It is Carlos Delgado, yeah.
Maybe that took a little bit too long. Yeah, that would work.
He was another option that I was considering, but I didn't think he had enough. But so I'm 2 for 1 now. 1, 2 to 1. All right, next up is the New York Yankees and new Yankee Stadium. And I'm just going to say it off the bat, Aaron Judge.
Current guys played long enough. Like the two that came to mind, not Carlos Delgado, were Joey Bats and Edwin Encarnacion, but I don't think either of them had the years.
Right. I guess Encarnacion would have checked out more for the infielder part of it since he would play first base and DH, but yeah, Delgado makes sense. Tropicana Field. I mean, this is not going to be a stadium where you have to date back a long ways, that's for sure. My answer for almost all of these, when you come to a Rays history question.
Oh, sorry. They're doing Rays, not the Yankees next. Rays infielder Evan Longoria. He played there forever at the Trop. So Evan Longoria is my final answer.
Or something like this, like most all-time homers in the ballpark, is probably going to be Evan Longoria.
Probably would be correct. Evan Longoria.
Usually that's the default answer for Rays history if you're trying to guess all-time leaders, is him.
The greatest Ray of all time.
He's
Pretty easy.
He's 100% the greatest Ray of all time. Yankee.
And now we're at the Yankees, and I'm going to keep my answer of Aaron Judge at new Yankee Stadium.
144. That's actually crazy. I mean, I know the new Yankee Stadium's not that old, but maybe 144 is about right. Is this just Aaron Judge?
This is just Aaron Judge because this stadium caught all of the sort of older Yankees core at the tail end of their careers. Therefore, they couldn't get all these home runs. The one all-time great who's played his entire career in Yankee Stadium is Aaron Judge.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Comerica Park. So we've gotten through the AL East.
We're in the AL Central now, starting with the Tigers infielder Miguel Cabrera.
Park, 191 homers, infielder. I mean, was Miggy there long enough to hit 190 homers in the park?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he was traded over from Miami early enough in his career where he was mostly a Tiger. Like most of his career is obviously in Detroit. So.
And those were still his best years.
Right. Right field, 263 homers. I would guess this is Frank Thomas.
You guess right. That is Frank Thomas. Yeah, the high numbers will essentially tell you, oh, yeah, this guy.
That was quick. Sorry. I missed that one. Didn't get to give my answer. But let's continue.
Over 500 career homers.
That and what White Sox in our true lifetime as we started growing up baseball fans would have had that many homers. No.
Adam Dunn.
I mean, I guess it's possible. I guess you could say Paul Konerko. I mean, he was a White Sox forever, so I guess. But no, those guys aren't topping the big hurt. All right, let's keep going down the AL Central list. Kauffman Stadium, 136 homers. It's not that high a total. I feel
Bobby
like the
Witt
Royals
Jr.
never truly hit home runs as a team. They just don't.
Mm-mm.
I guess I would, again, if you're thinking about historic players with said franchise and who was in the ballpark a long time, I feel like this is almost similar to an Evan Longoria guess, although the Royals are a more historic franchise than that because they've been around longer. But again, in our lifetime, Alex Gordon?
Or would it be George Brett? Because he played infield too. No, I'm going to stick with it. Bobby Witt Jr.
Not Alex Gordon.
Yeah, maybe 136 is too many for him. Oh, well, just a straight-up infielder. Maybe I'm overthinking this again. Is it the greatest Royal ever? Is it George Brett?
Yeah, it's George Brett.
That's the Evan Longoria path I should have taken. Greatest Ray ever to truly the greatest.
I should have gone with my second guess, George Brett. Maybe I just have a recency bias on that one because they haven't had much guys since George Brett, besides Bobby Witt Jr. essentially as a position player.
Clever, and I overthought it. Okay, Progressive Field, 190 homers.
Okay, now on to the Guardians, infielder / DH. This one is easy for me, I think, I hope. I'm going to say Jim Thome. He has over 500 career home runs, so a little less than half of them at home. Yeah.
A higher total. Again, you think about franchise legends, Jim Thome.
Jim Thome, yeah, he hit some really far.
And he also hit a lot of them. I mean, the man hit 600 for his career. All right, we're starting to roll a little bit. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this. Target Field outfielder with 80.
Target Field, not the old Metrodome. So previous era players for the Twins don't count. More current ones. An outfielder that's been there forever. I'm going to say Byron Buxton.
Bombs. Again, Target Field has not been around a long time. Who is the best player with that team been that's also been in the outfield bin since Target Field's come into effect? Is it Byron Buxton?
Byron Buxton. You've got your groove now. I think you know what kind of player you're looking for.
Yeah, I think we're starting to get into a swing here. The thing about Buxton, too, is he can have so many more. It's just, unfortunately, injuries have derailed a lot of his career. It still turned into a good career for him. But,
yeah,
the injury factor is real with him.
And then guys like Joe Mauer were never really power guys, and he played his best years in the Metrodome.
So then you go to the AL West.
Plus, Mauer was never an outfielder, but that didn't really matter. In his case, I guess, he was just trying to make a point that he had the opportunity, but injuries and everything else hampered him. Okay, now we're going into the AL West.
Angel Stadium, 190 homer.
Angel Stadium, I'm going to say Mike Trout.
It's an outfielder. There are two names, honestly, that are in my head. If I'm going to stay on the path and stay on the line of not overthinking, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout, yeah.
I didn't think Tim Salmon would have been a crazy guess, to be honest with you.
Well, Mike Trout is Mike Trout.
Another outfielder for the Angels that some might think was a possibility is Jim Edmonds. But yeah, Tim Salmon spent his entire career with the Angels, so.
Sure, but Salmon and Trout's been in the league 15 plus years now, but Salmon was an Angel a long time, so I was like, well, could it be him? Okay, it's Trout. All right, Globe Life Field, 67 homers. I mean, this stadium is ridiculous.
Rangers outfielder, Globe Life Field. It's a new stadium. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just going to chalk this up as a loss. I can't rack my brain right now for it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
New, so you can just think about basically all current Rangers, and I would assume it's Corey Seager.
You would assume...
Ooh, not Corey Seager?
No.
Is it somebody that's still on the team?
No, this player's not on the team.
So he's gone. Is it Adolis Garcia?
Adolis Garcia, yeah.
Surprised
I should
he
have
got more
guessed.
than Seager. I guess Seager's missed time with injury and stuff, but...
Missed a lot of time, too.
Yeah, but... I don't know, 67 homers. I figured in the last few years Corey Seager would have 67 homers to his name, but okay, it's Adolis.
Or what year did Corey join the Rangers? He joined them in 22?
Yeah, it was either 22 or 23. I think it was 22. Yeah.
I think it was 22. Adolis was there, I think, longer.
Sure. Okay, so then you go to Dyken Park. Or Minute Maid. I feel like...
Infielder / outfielder. Let's see. Altuve or one of the killer bees. I'm going to go with Lance Berkman.
Just call it Minute Maid. It was an infielder slash outfielder with 157 bombs. Well, if you have to categorize him as an outfielder because he had to play out there a bit last year, and you just think about who the most obvious name here would be, it's Jose Altuve.
It's not.
Really?
No.
Whoa. Well, then if it's not him, it's probably Craig Biggio.
Also, no.
Well, he was an infielder and an outfielder. No.
But it's not him.
Not Biggio. Not Altuve.
Real quick, Biggio never played the outfield. Biggio was a catcher and then also a second baseman for the Astros. But I digress. Let's continue.
Altuve one's surprising. Infielder and outfielder. So, okay, so it's nobody from that Astros core that was together forever. Because if it's not Altuve, it can't be anybody else. It's not Biggio. I mean, oh, well, is it Jeff Bagwell?
No.
I mean, I didn't think
He never
was
played
much of an
outfield.
outfielder. So I was going to say, that would have been surprising. It's
You've
not.
listed off most of the Astros greats, so you're missing one.
Oh, am I missing the final killer bee? Is it Lance Berkman?
Lance Berkman, yeah.
All right. So it took me a little bit to get there to that one. But I don't know. I just figured Altuve's been there long enough and he hits homers that he would have been the guy.
But how many career homers does he have?
He's got to have close to 300 now, right?
300?
Altuve? He's been in the league since, what, 2012? What's he at?
Has 259.
Oh, okay. So soon enough he'll be at 300. But
That's crazy to think he'll have 300 home runs.
I don't think it's that crazy. I mean, we've as short as he is, we've seen him hit for power now for well over a decade.
I know. It just honestly doesn't really click. 300 is a legit power number.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess it's Berkman. Yeah, I mean, it started to throw me off because I was like, oh, well, who else could be on this list? And I was like, well, Bagwell didn't play outfield. I felt almost stupid for guessing him, but because, again, the man was a first baseman, but I was trying to think about who would have been on this list. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I blanked on Berkman. All right, Oakland Coliseum.
I didn't.
Oakland Coliseum. Infielder, 166 home runs. Giambi wasn't there long enough. Jason, not Jeremy, his brother. Tejada wasn't there long enough. I don't think Matt Olson was there long enough. Or Canna. I'm just going to go back to the old Athletics and say Mark McGwire.
Sacramento on here because it only has been in service 1 year and it's not a real MLB stadium. So
Right. I mean, and the answer to that's probably Kurtz, to be honest.
it probably is, but yeah, I didn't write that one down.
Yeah.
Because
I
I,
mean, I guess-
wanted to give you a real ballpark.
Sure. I mean, it'd be either Kurtz or Rooker. My guess would be Kurtz. But 166 homers at O.Co. It's probably one of the Bash brothers, if I had to guess. Is it Mark McGwire?
It's Mark McGwire, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could have gone with him or Canseco. T-Mobile Park, 94 homers. I actually think I'm going to get this one pretty fast. Shocker, I know.
Infielder, T-Mobile. Do you guys think Robinson Cano was there long enough to get 94 home runs? Let's see. No, I'll go with the guy that spent his whole career there. And whenever I play MLB The Show, I'm a third baseman for the Mariners with his number 15, Kyle Seager.
Is it? Well, actually, I was going to go into this confident. Now I'm less confident, but I'm going to stick with my first guess. Kyle Seager?
It's Kyle Seager, yeah.
I mean,
Go M's, Trident's up.
opened in the late 90s, and who was the best player through the 2000s? It was Ichiro, and he wasn't hitting home runs. So you think about guys that were there a long time and hit for a little bit of power. Yeah, Seager.
Honorary mention, I think, to Nelson Cruz and probably Raul Ibanez as well.
What's funny is Nelson Cruz was only there 4 years.
But he hit like 150 homers.
Yeah, I mean, he was nuts in those 4 years. And I guess he hit some home runs when he would come through on the road because he spent a lot of time in Texas. Yeah, he would rack up homers that way. So we're through the American League. Not bad. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video and you like this type of content, make sure to do us a big favor. Like, comment, and please go hit subscribe on YouTube. It is the best way to support the channel. And in the comments section, let us know who the most surprising name on this list was. Who?
Also, another thing that they didn't say, these guys, if you like them so far, they host a All Mariners podcast called Marine Layer Pod. Go subscribe to that as well. That gets pretty in depth in off season and current things going on with the Mariners. So if you like Seattle Mariner baseball, go sub them up.
And who was the most surprising? Citizens Bank Park for the Phillies. We have got an infielder with 198 homers.
Ryan
I'm gonna
Howard.
go with Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard would be correct.
Dude, late 2000s Ryan Howard. Insane.
He hit a ton of home runs. There's that bloated number again where you're like, okay, this guy's up near 200. That means he has a pretty historic number of home runs. Therefore, kind of narrows it down. It can't be a Jimmy Rollins. It can't be a Chase Utley. Can't even be a Bryce Harper or any of those guys. Nope. Kyle Schwarber's on his way, though. I'll tell you, by the end of his contract, it might be kind of close.
Sure. It's crazy. I remember with Ryan Howard in those mid to late 2000s years, I would play fantasy baseball from a pretty young age. And there were years that despite being a first baseman, I know it doesn't take defense into account fantasy baseball, but still, like the premium positions are the ones that people obviously try to draft early and you try to get them on your team early. For a first baseman, I mean, he was ranked 4th overall in drafts. It was crazy. He was that good.
Did they score it differently back then?
In fantasy baseball, I don't think so. It's been about the same for a long time, but regardless, in fantasy baseball, people usually try to target the up the middle positions first. The middle infield, catcher. If you do outfields by position, center field, yeah.
Well, because
Or even like an ace starting pitcher, like top tier. But it's been several years since I played fantasy baseball.
less of them. But
Right.
I mean, when Ryan Howard is far and away the best offensive first baseman in baseball and hits a ton of homers, there's nothing more valuable in fantasy than hitting homers.
Sure. Although I guess Pujols was still ranked usually really high on those lists
fair
too.
point.
Yeah.
One of the best.
One of the best. I was going to say, that was a good era for a first baseman. All right. Then you've got Citi Field, 93 homer.
On to the Mets. I'm going to say another guy that was there for a while. I'm going to go with David Wright.
Citi Field's also a decently new park. I'd assume this is Pete Alonso.
You'd assume, right? The Mets' all-time home run leader.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I got that one wrong. Sorry, chat. I failed you. I'm only at 11-4 right now.
All-time home run leader in Citi Field. Yeah. Lone Depot Park. Also not a park that's been around all that long. 112 homers. I mean, did Giancarlo put this many together?
Yes, Giancarlo Stanton did. I'm going to go with him.
Before he was traded to New York?
Yeah, because he had 59 in a season, so yes.
Sure. Yeah, it's just that park is really not a hitter's park.
It was for him.
I guess anything was for him back then. He was insane. Nats Park, 116 homers. This is an infielder. Okay, so this takes people out like Bryce Harper. And if it's an infielder, it's probably
Zimmerman.
the longest tenured Nat. He's not playing anymore, but he was. Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman's correct. This is right off the Evan Longoria boat, I think.
Best national ever?
Right.
Maybe not the most talented national ever. That would be guys like Harper and like Soto. But the guy that people are going to rally around forever and that will be idolized? Yeah. Ryan Zimmerman spent his whole career as a Nat, and he was really good. Let's go to Truist Park. So you got 86 homers in this park. Also very new. It's going to be somebody on that.
It's going to be Acuna. That's my final answer. What do you Braves fans think? Or just baseball fans in general? Who do you think it is?
Roster. And with it being an outfielder, okay, so it's not going to be Matt Olson. So is it Ronald Acuna?
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Even with all the injuries. Brewers, American Family Field.
Ryan Braun.
Outfielder, 173 homers. Now let's clear this up. This ballpark's changed names, but it's the same park.
Yes.
So you can go back further.
Miller Park and American Family Field are the same thing.
Yeah, so then if this is an outfielder, this is Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun is correct. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if it had only counted with the new name, I would have possibly said Yelich, but no, it's Braun.
For the
Completely a different side topic. Or maybe it's kind of in the same ballpark because it is Ryan Braun. How many of those home runs do you think were aided by other substances? If you know, you know.
to change, you need a new building.
Correct.
Physically need a new building.
And I'm just going to say it now. Same with the Cubs outfielder that's listed, Sammy Sosa. When he was with the White Sox, he was like half his size and not really hitting home runs.
So then with Busch Stadium, as we keep rolling along here, 122 homers, infielder. It's funny, though, Busch Stadium was built
Mark
in
McGwire.
the mid-2000s.
I'm just guessing.
And then this guy came back at the end of his career. Is it Albert Pujols?
It is Albert Pujols. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not shocked.
Well, he's still got a decent amount of his prime in the new ballpark, the new Busch Stadium.
Oh, the new
Right, he had
Busch.
5 or 6
That's
years
right.
there
It's
before he left. So then you go to Great American Ballpark, 197 homers, infielder. Is it Joey Votto?
Joey Bats.
Joey Votto.
See, I didn't know how many true historical players there were going to be on this list. Most of this list is just guys we know. Like, or not guys we don't know, but like we know our baseball history, but guys we grew up with.
I think the list would be a little bit trickier if we did active home run leaders at every park, which we can do, and we might do in the future. But this is all time, so we might get a few more greats, players who are retired, etc.
102.
Interesting fact about Joey Votto. His high school senior year, in the same day that he threw a no-hitter, he took Greg Maddox's daughter to prom.
Homers at PNC Park, 102. It's not that many. It's an outfielder.
Andrew McCutchen.
I'm guessing Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen's right. That number's kind of low, isn't it?
Very low. He was never a crazy home run guy. It's not like he didn't have power, but he wasn't a 30, 35 home run a year guy. He was more a 20 home run a year guy.
Yeah. Still fun. Still really good.
Really fun. I'm not taking anything away from the guy. He's phenomenal. He's had a great career. But if you're just talking about the power numbers and you think through the 100 career homers in the park, maybe it's not that crazy. So then we got Wrigley Field, and then we got the NL West. Wrigley Field would be the one other park on here, along with Fenway, where you'll really have to think back a bit. 293 homers at Wrigley Field.
It's the biggest number on here.
Yeah. I'm going to guess this is an older player that's in the Hall of Fame.
This player's not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, because without the PEDs, he probably would be, given he hit 600-plus homers, Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, yeah. I don't know if he hit 600 home runs without the PEDs, though.
Maybe not.
I agree. He'd probably hit like half of those. But let's continue on to the NL West to close out the video.
But maybe he hits like 450, 500, and he's still got a Hall of Fame case.
Very, very, very true. But we'll never know.
And didn't have to go that far back for that one after all. Just had to go back to the 90s and early 2000s. All right, let's close out with the NL West. This has been a fun list. This is a good trivia. Chase Field at 105 homers.
Infielder for the D-backs. Goldschmidt? That's my final answer, chat. What do you think?
That's Paul Goldschmidt.
It's Paul Goldschmidt, right?
Coors Field. You know what makes this easy? The fact you're given positions, because that says infielder. This was an
Infielder for the Rockies. Was Todd Helton a third baseman? Or Story? No, Story I don't think was there long enough. Helton. I'm going Todd Helton.
infielder. I would have told you it was Larry Walker. But because it's an infielder, I'll tell you it's the other Rockies Hall of Famer, Todd Helton.
It's Todd Helton. He hit a ton of home runs. runs.
It's funny to call it a Hall of Fame first baseman underrated, but I feel like Todd Helton was actually underrated in a way, especially to the new wave of baseball fans, now growing up baseball fans. I feel like Todd Helton won't get the appreciation he deserves.
Because he was always playing in the shadow of Barry Bonds. That's why. Like his prime years coincided with Bonds' 4-year just assault on all baseball history.
Yeah.
Sure. And he was on a team that didn't have a ton of success.
Exactly.
No. But he was really, really good.
Right. No, 100%. Again, he's a Hall of Famer. Dodger Stadium, 100.
Yeah, Dodger Stadium's kind of weird. For as long as it's been around, only one player has 130 home runs in there. An infielder. I'm drawing a blank on this one. I'm already going to chalk it up as a loss. Dodger fans out there, let me know who you think it is.
Homers. I'm surprised that's the home run total for a stadium that's pretty old. But only 130.
But remember when we've done like the Dodgers all-time home run leader? It's not like a slam dunk list with historical 500 home run guys.
It's not. The Dodgers don't really have a bunch of guys like that offensively. Most of the Dodger greats, true greats, were pitchers. There's guys like Duke Snider, but I don't think this is him. And the current crop of Dodgers, I mean, they will go up in Dodgers lore forever when it's all said and done for those guys, but they're probably not the ones with these records. So you have to think somewhere else. Infielder with 130. Did we grow up at all watching this guy?
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm going to get stumped here. Maybe I'll get 29 of the 30 and get stumped by Dodger Stadium.
This guy played from, well, I guess technically, yes. He played from 91 to 04.
Okay, interesting. Let's get the other two first. So Oracle Park, 160 homers. I don't know how that wouldn't be Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds. They're skipping Dodger Stadium for now. Yeah, it's going to be Barry Bonds. And all those home runs were in right field in McCovey Cove.
It is Barry Bonds, yeah. It would probably help that the Giants didn't have a 30 home run season from when Barry Bonds retired to when Willie Adames did last year. So, yeah, it has to be
That's
Barry
kind of
Bonds.
crazy.
That's such a ridiculous number, by the way. Barry Bonds to Willie Adames. That's nuts.
How did that never happen? They had some really, really good players. They won 3 World Series in that time span and didn't have a 30-homer season.
I mean, I guess Posey was never that type of guy power-wise. Totally different positions, but his power felt similar to McCutchen in a lot of ways, where you knew he had power, but he wasn't a 35 home run a year guy. Again, Posey was an 18 to 20 home run a year guy.
Like in that same span, the Mariners were the worst franchise on planet Earth, and they even had 30 home run players in a park that's harder to hit in. It's literally has to be one of the craziest achievements of all time to go that long and not have a 30 homer hitter.
That's nuts. So Petco Park, if we're
Petco, infielder. It's not Tatis. Manny Machado.
try to get the final team not named the Dodgers, is this Manny Machado?
This is Manny Machado. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys been to Petco? Personally, Petco is one of my favorite ballparks to visit. They have like a little, or at least when I went, a little wiffle ball stadium outside of it. Statue of Tony Gwynn. A dream vacation of mine is to go to Petco and sit in the warehouse seats in left field. All right, let's continue. One final one, the Dodgers, and then we can end this.
I don't know how many other Padres would have qualified for that, to be honest.
Not many. Manny's going to go down as an all-time Padre great.
100%. So we've just got this Dodger. 90s and 2000s, this guy was an infielder. Clearly had some power. I mean, this was not an era where the Dodgers were thriving by any means. So who would this have been? You got initials?
I'll do you better than initials. He's on TV.
Oh, give me the first letter. I think I know who it is.
E.
Yeah, so you're going to tell me this is
Eric Karros.
Eros.
It is Eric Karros, yes.
Without hints, no way I would have gotten that.
Exactly,
That is a crazy
me
name to
either.
have on this list.
Thank you guys for watching another one of our videos. If you've made it this far, you might as well hit the like button and leave us a comment below which guess was the hardest. Make sure.
As you can see up in the right-hand corner, there are other podcasts, Marine Layer.
Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. If you want to watch all of our trivia, we've compiled it all for you. You just got to click right here. And if you want to listen to Lau and I talk more baseball, we do a Mariners podcast. That'll be right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Thank you guys for another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I thought it'd be a little bit of fun, like I said, for the coming weekend. How many did you guys get right? Did you guys get wrong? Let me know in the comments section below if you enjoyed this video today. I'll have the link to the original video in the descriptions. Like always, if you want to watch this without my content or just have a link to click to their channel. Thank you guys again and have a great weekend. Until next time, El Medio del Norte, JK Reacts, signing out.